Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be all the book series I need to finish. So, I realized that there's a lot of series that I started and I didn't finish. So I did complete some of them this year, but not enough. Yeah, so I have a lot to talk about. So let's just get started. So I'm gonna start with the books series that I do own, either all the books or some of them. And after that, I'm gonna talk about the book series that I still need to finish, but I do not own the follow-up books. So yeah, basically. So let's get started with middle grade. So the first one is a companion book more than a straight up sequel, and that is Witchwood, which is the part of the Furthermore. I need to deal with him. Sorry. So there's Witchwood by Mafi, which is part of the Furthermore world. It's more of a companion than a direct sequel, but I still want to read it. It's still in the same world as Furthermore, and I really enjoyed Furthermore. I listened to the audiobook. I really enjoyed it, so I might do the same thing for this one too. And I really enjoyed the audiobook, so I would like to read this one too with the audiobook. It's kind of told like really like a fairy tale. There's this narrator that is not a character part of this the story, and it's really good. And in this one, we're following a young girl who washed that body. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. So I'm really intrigued. I need to read it. There's only one left. Like, come on. Next is the third book in the Pandava Quartet by Roshni Chakshi, which is Arusha and the Tree of Wishes. I really enjoyed the first two books. At the end of Time and The Song of Death. I really enjoyed them. So I think I'm gonna really enjoy this one too. They're really fun. They're basically the Rick Riordan's present in print at Disney Empyrean. So we're following Hindu mythology, and it's so good. I love Arusha. So yes, I do own the third book. The fourth book I think is coming out, and it's this final book. It's coming out like in 2021, I would say. But yeah, I'm really excited. So I need to catch up on the series, and yeah, I have this one. Next is a really popular YA fantasy series here on BookTube, and I do own all the books in this series, but I only read the first book, and that is Throne of Glass by Sarojima. So I have here with me the Assassin's Blade and Crown of Midnight, because there are like the two other books I'm gonna read after. All the other books are in my TBR bookshelf, but I do own all of them. I have no excuse to not read them. I really enjoyed Throne of Glass. I think it was really entertaining. It was not like perfect or anything, but I was intrigued, and I don't know why I didn't continue. I have no idea. So I need to continue it. Probably gonna read the Assassin's Blade before Crown of Midnight. That's just a choice I'm making. But yeah, I need to read the Throne of Glass series. Next is a book series that is completed. I think it was completed this year, at the beginning of the year, and I have the sequel. I do not own the third and the fourth book, but that is the Diviners series by Libba Bray. I have Lair of Dreams. I loved the Diviners. It was so good. It was so entertaining, and I was so scared, and I really loved it. But yeah, I have the sequel. It's gigantic. Maybe that's why I haven't read it yet, because I'm scared. But yes, I have the second one. But I think really the main reason why I didn't read the second one yet is because I want to have the third and the fourth book. Because if I think this one ends on a pretty big cliffhanger, and I'm not patient, so I would like to have the third and the fourth book so I can like read them like back to back. Yeah, have the second one, need to read it. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but yeah. Next is a really big fantasy series, and that is A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. Basically, I'm currently reading A Feast for Crows, which is the fourth book in the series. I'm almost halfway through. It's not my favorite so far. Yeah. We're not really following my favorite characters, and I think it's dragging a little bit. There's not a lot going on. So it's a bit boring so far. I don't know how it's gonna end, but well, I kind of know because of the TV show, but yeah. Maybe that's why it's taking me so long to read this, like so long. But after that, I still need to read A Dance with Dragons, which is the fifth and like the only one left for me to be caught up on this series. There's two other books that are gonna come out. We don't know when, but they will. But yeah, this one is like the biggest book on my shelf. It's over 1,000 pages. My fucking cat. My fucking cat. But yeah, I know why I'm still not caught up with this series, just because they're big, they're intense book, and so far this one is kind of boring, so I need to get through it. Yeah, I need to finish this. I need to be caught up on. I want to be caught up on this series, so when the sixth book is gonna come out, which we don't know when, I'm gonna be able to buy it and just read it right away. Next is a book series that I need to reread the first one before I continue with this one, and that is the Witchlands series by Susan Dennard. I need to reread Through the Witch for sure. I can't remember anything that happened in that book, so I need to reread it. But yeah, I have on my shelf Wind Witch, which is the second one, and Sight Witch, which is a novella in this world. And also there's Blood Witch that is out that I need to acquire, and then after that I'm gonna be caught up on the series. So yeah, it's still not completed, so maybe that's why I'm putting this off, but I need to reread Truth Witch though. Next is a book series that is completed, and I have all the books with me on my shelf, and that is the Southern Reach Trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer. I read Annihilation this year in 2020. I really enjoyed it. It was so weird, it's so perfect. I started Authority, which is the second one. I'm like 100 pages in, I would say. Yeah, and I also have Acceptance on my shelf, so I have the complete trilogy. I have to finish it. I need to read it. Like, what the hell are you doing? You have all of the books. Read them. Same thing for this one. The Lord of the Rings. I did read Fellowship of the Ring last year, I would say, with The Hobbit. I have The Two Towers, and I have The Return of the King. I just need to read them. I really enjoyed The Hobbit. Like, I really loved The Hobbit. I liked The Fellowship of the Ring so far. I just need to read those. I have them. I really want to be. I really want to be a person who can say, like, I read The Lord of the Rings, the complete trilogy, because I'm cool like that. Yeah. So I really want to be that person, and I can be that person. I have all of that. And finally, the last book series that I do own all the books on my shelves, and I need to just finish the first one first. That is the Mistborn Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. So I'm currently reading The Final Empire, which is the first book in my edition. It's called Mistborn. I have the Well of Ascension on my shelves, and I have also the Hero of Ages, so I needed to finish Mistborn, but I'm really, really enjoying it. It's really, really good. Like, worth so far, worth all the hype. Like, it's so good. So well crafted. Love it. And now to the books series that I need to finish, but I do not own any of the follow-up books. Let's get started. So the first one is Rubble, which is the fourth book in the Legend Trilogy by Mary Lou. If you have seen my books I want to reread in 2021, I'm going to leave it here. You know that I really want to reread the Legend Trilogy first before going into the fourth one, because I can't remember a lot about it. So yes, I read it like a long time ago. But yeah, I would really love to read Rubble, the fourth book. Next is the two companion books to The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which is on the come up, that already came out, and Concrete Rose, that is coming out in 2021. So those two books, I really want to read them. I loved The Hate You Give, so I'm gonna love those books for sure. I'm sure of it. Next is a sequel to Prosper Reading by Alexandra Bracken. I really love the first one. I think the second one is called The Last Life of Alistair. I think that's what it's called. There's a green cover. It's beautiful. I really love the first one, following Prosper Reading, who's cursed with a demon basically living inside of him. And it's really good. It's a fun middle grade series, so I would really love to finish that one. It's a duology, so after that, done. Next is the Cassidy Blake series by Victoria Schwab. I read Seed of Ghost. I really want to read. It's called Tunnel of Bones, which is the sequel, and the third one is coming out in 2021, which is called Bridge of Souls. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a fourth one too. That's really excited. I really, really, really enjoyed City of Ghosts. It was so fun. So fast-paced, so entertaining. Yeah, so I really want to read the other two for sure. Maybe other three. So yeah. Next, there's only one book left for me to read to be done with this series, and that is Imagine Me, which is the sixth book in the Shadow Me series. I was about to say trilogy. It's not a trilogy anymore. Series by Tramafi. I only have Imagine Me, which is the sixth book, the conclusion of this series, to read. But I do not own it. I need to. Only one book. I really need to read it, so yeah. Next is the sequel to Heart of Iron by Ashley Paulston, which is Soul of Stars. This is a duology, and I still need to read the second one. I remember enjoying a lot. Heart of Iron. It was really fun. A good YA sci-fi, like just fun YA sci-fi. So I really want to read the second one just to see how it ends. Then it's the sequel to The Final Six by Alexandra Munir, which is called The Life Below. I really, really enjoyed The Final Six. It's about a space race with teenagers, and it was so fun. I really want to read the sequel. It's a duology, so after that, again, it's done. So yeah, so I really want to read it. Then it's the sequel to Cry's War by Nina Varela, which is Iron Heart, it's called. Yeah. and I really enjoyed. It feels like I'm just saying that like over and over again, but I really enjoyed Carter's War. Where it's a duology again, and we're following a human and a robot AI kind of thing, kind of being, and they fall in love, but they are on opposite sides of like a political conflict in this world, and it's so good. So I really want to read the second one to see how it ends and just how it goes. So yeah. Then it's the second book in the Crown of Feathers series by Nikki Prato. I really loved Crown of Feathers. We're following Phoenix Riders, and there's like a political conflict, and it's really good. The second one is called Heart Flames. It's already out, and there's a third book that is coming out in 2021, which is called Wings of Shadow. And yeah, it's a really good fantasy series, like really fun, and there's political intrigue, which is always an aspect that I really love in my fantasy. So yeah, I need to read it, but I need to own it. I feel like I'm just repeating myself again and again. Then it's the third book in the Lady Astronaut series by Mary Robinette Kowal called The Relentless Moon. It came out in 2020 in June. I still haven't read it. God. Yeah, I read The Calculating Stars in the Faded Sky this year, and oh my god, I love those books. Oh my god. They're space race, lady, badass woman, it's just so good, so good. The first one were on the Earth, and basically, it's not a spoiler, it just happens in the first chapter, but there's this meteor that impacted on Earth and wiped out most of Washington DC and around the area. And so because of that, there's a lot of things that concerning the environment of and just the health of the planet. And so basically the astronaut association, it's not NASA, it's NACA. They're trying to put people in space, but it's set like in 1960, something like that, and they're trying to put people in space to just save humanity and to go to the moon and Mars, and here you go. But it's mainly like a character driven story. You get attached to the characters so damn much. They're amazing, they're just perfect, and yeah, I really want to read the third one, but I need to own it. I will buy it soon. Trust me. I will. And finally, it's the Dark Materials series by Philip Pullman. I read The Golden Compass this year and loved it. It's a great middle grade book. Like, it was so good. I still need to read I think the sequel is The Ember or something. The second one is called The Subtle Knife. The third one is The Ember Spyglass. And there's also the new series, if you like, called La Belle Sauvage. And there's the Book of Dust in this. No, the series is called The Book of Dust, and the first book in that new trilogy, but we're following the main character when she's an adult. It's called La Belle Sauvage, and the third one is called The Secret Commonwealth. But I need to complete the Dark Materials series before I jump right into that one. Yeah. So this is it, guys. This is all the books series I need to finish. I have a lot. I need to stop starting new book series. Like, I need to stop doing that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments which book series you need to finish, like the one at the top of your list that you need to finish, as I would like to know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.